What is stupid? Having or showing a great lack of intelligence or common sense.
In the darkest chapter of German history, during a time when incited mobs threw stones into the windows of innocent shop owners and women and children were cruelly humiliated in the open, Dietrich Bonhoeffer, a young pastor, began to speak publicly against the atrocities that the regime had produced. After years of trying to change people's minds, Dietrich Bonhoeffer came home one evening and his own father had to tell him that two men were waiting in his room to take him away. In prison, Bonhoeffer began to reflect on how his country of poets and thinkers had turned into a collective of cowards, crooks, and criminals. Eventually, he concluded that the root of the problem was not malice, but stupidity. In his famous Letters from Prison, Bonhoeffer argued that stupidity is a more dangerous enemy of the good than malice, because while one may protest against evil, it can be exposed and prevented by the use of force. Against stupidity, we are defenseless. Neither protests nor the use of force accomplish anything here. Reasons fall on deaf ears. Facts that contradict a stupid person's prejudgment simply need not be believed, and when they are irrefutable, they are just pushed aside as inconsequential, as incidental. In all this, the stupid person is self-satisfied and, being easily irritated, becomes dangerous by going on the attack. For that reason, greater caution is called for when dealing with a stupid person than with a malicious one. If we want to know how to get the better of stupidity, we must seek to understand its nature. This much is certain: stupidity is, in essence, not an intellectual defect, but a moral one. There are human beings who are remarkably agile intellectually, yet stupid, and others who are intellectually dull, yet anything but stupid. The impression one gains is not so much that stupidity is a congenital defect, but that under certain circumstances, people are made stupid, or rather, they allow this to happen to them. People who live in solitude manifest this defect less frequently than individuals in groups, and so it would seem that stupidity is perhaps less a psychological than a sociological problem. It becomes apparent that every strong upsurge of power, be it of a political or religious nature, infects a large part of humankind with stupidity, almost as if this is a sociological psychological law where the power of the one needs the stupidity of the other. The process at work here is not that particular human capacities such as intellect suddenly fail. Instead, it seems that under the overwhelming impact of rising power, humans are deprived of their inner independence and, more or less consciously, give up an autonomous position. The fact that the stupid person is often stubborn must not blind us from the fact that he is not independent. In conversation with him, one virtually feels that one is dealing not at all with him as a person, but with slogans, catchwords, and the like that have taken possession of him. He is under a spell, blinded, misused, and is abused in his very being. Having thus become a mindless tool, the stupid person will also be capable of any evil, incapable of seeing that it is evil. Only an act of liberation, not instruction, can overcome stupidity. Here, we must come to terms with the fact that in most cases, a genuine internal liberation becomes possible only when external liberation has preceded it. Until then, we must abandon all attempts to convince the stupid person.
There are some pretty stupid laws, so let's look at some of them. Did you know that in Utah, you can't marry a first cousin until you're over age 65? In Utah, there was a law in the books that idiots could not vote, and they didn't repeal that until 2016. In Tennessee, it's actually illegal to share your Netflix password. Good luck with that. Now, I don't think it's unusual to have a law that governs hunting, and you'll see that in just about every state. Here in the state of Oregon, however, they had to write a law that hunting cannot be done on sacred soil, and it was enacted after a man was seen harvesting animals on the grounds of a cemetery. And since we're on the subject of hunting, did you know in Cleveland, Ohio, it's illegal to kill an eastern harvest mouse without a hunting license? Now I'm going to test your knowledge. Does the Ohio Driver's Education Manual state that you have to honk your horn when passing another driver? I'll wait. What's your answer? So for those of you out there giving people the bird when they pass you on a one-lane road, they know the law. Hey, if you go to the state of Florida, it's illegal to pass gas at any public place after 6 p.m. Another great law. Oh, there's more. Governor DeSantis just passed the Stop Woke Act, which basically disallows advanced placement courses of African American history, although he still allows AP courses like European history and several other language and culture courses to exist. As though Florida laws actually make sense, there's actually a law in the books that if you fall asleep under the hairdryer, you and the salon owner could be fined. Well, in California, it's basically illegal for women to drive cars while wearing house coats. Does that include pajama pants? Or better yet, in California, it's illegal to store anything other than your car in your garage in Long Beach. Or in Connecticut, pickles must be able to bounce. Come on.
In 1976, Carlo Cipolla, a professor of economic history, derived a social law by which we can group people into 4 categories. The first he called the helpless, the second are the intelligent, the third are the bandits, and the last are the stupid. The stupid person is the most dangerous type of person and in groups far more powerful than the mafia, the military, or communism, Cipolla warned. To arrive at this conclusion, we need to understand his 5 basic laws of human stupidity. 1. Always and inevitably, everyone underestimates the number of stupid individuals in circulation. 2. The probability that a person is stupid is independent of any other characteristic of that person. Education, wealth, or status have nothing to do with it. 3. A stupid person is someone who causes losses to other people while himself deriving no gain. 4. Non-stupid people always underestimate the damaging power of stupid people and keep forgetting that to deal with stupid people always turns out to be a costly mistake. 5. A stupid person is the most dangerous type of person, even more dangerous than a bandit. Cipolla then considers 4 factors of human behavior. A person can cause benefits to others, benefits to themselves, losses to others, and losses to themselves. If Tom takes an action and suffers a loss, he's helpless. If Tom benefits himself while also benefiting Jerry, he's intelligent. If Tom helps himself but causes Jerry a loss, he's a bandit. And if Tom does something that's of no benefit to him but causes Jerry a loss, he's stupid. Ineffectual people are in the center. Let's now look at the effects of these groups on society. Helpless people contribute to society but are taken advantage of by others, especially bandits, and so their contribution is limited. Note that extreme altruists or pacifists may willingly accept a place in this category for moral reasons. Intelligent people contribute to society and leverage their contributions into reciprocal benefits. Their actions lead to a net gain to society, which is why helpless people should always support intelligent ones. Bandits pursue their own self-interest and enrich themselves, even when doing so poses a harm to society. Helpless and intelligent people should try to stop them. Stupid people always contribute to a net loss to society, but not only that, as they do so for no obvious reason. Their actions also frustrate, anger, and confuse everyone else. Against major cultural trends among his fellow intellectuals, Cipolla was convinced that men are not equal, that some are stupid and others are not, and that the difference is determined by nature and nothing else. One is stupid in the same way one is red-haired, he wrote. Cipolla warned that the damaging potential of the stupid person therefore depends on the amount of stupidity inherited, as well as their position of power in a society. Among bureaucrats, generals, and politicians, one has little difficulty in finding clear examples of basically stupid individuals whose damaging capacity was alarmingly enhanced by the position of power they occupied.
Here's my disclaimer for the really stupid. Don't try any of these things you're about to see.
You're good.
First time, let's see. Shall we?
Oh my god, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die.
Put your hands up! My name is Tada, this is Charles. We will be your two professional robbers today. Why would you say that? Oh, I said our names. No, that's fine. You said that we are two professional robbers. Why not? Let's go! Put your hands! Why is it opening? Lunchtime. That's why. Nobody move! What are you doing? I want to win this game. This is a robbery! Yeah, nobody move. Who uses a belt during a robbery? You don't want to be like this guy. This is a robbery. Stay calm and nothing will happen. Okay, they're calm. So nothing happens. Let's go home. Yep. Ta-da. Yeah, I need to use the toilet. Okay, guys, we will be back. Okay? Don't move. If you move, I will not hesitate to shoot. Alright. Don't move! Think they're listening? Yeah, we have authority. Let's go do number 2. Open the safe! Safely. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this robbery where all your possessions will be taken from you. After this, we shall take off to the Maldives to have an amazing life. To ensure no problems, please fasten your hands on the table so you can't punch us. Safety first. A free meal will not be provided. However, we shall enjoy one right after this robbery.
If your iPhones have fingerprint sensors,
your thumbs will be cut off. If your phone has a facial recognition feature, your heads will be cut off.
Thank you, and enjoy your robbery. You! Come here! You! Charles.
What? I don't want to do this anymore. Is it a little too late to say that? Yeah, but I'm just not in the mood. Okay, what do you guys think? I'll tell you what, put your hands up if you don't want to get robbed today. Yeah, they all have their hands up. I tell you what, let's do this tomorrow. I'll be in a better mood. Can we count on you guys? Okay, have a good day. It's not in the mood. It's fine. It's not in the mood. May I remind you that I got a gun.
It may be fake, but he won't hesitate to use it.
Okay, we got the money. Thank you for your cooperation. What are we gonna do with the money? We would like to open an account here.
We have all the documents here, our names, our addresses.
All the evidence to prove our honesty is here. Because we trust this bank.
And yes, smart people do say stupid things. Okay, here's Representative Johnson, Democrat from Georgia, is feared that the island of Guam will become so overly populated that it'll capsize. Or what about Al Gore saying a zebra doesn't change its spots? And I love Hillary, but to say these women are trash, nobody's going to believe them? What about Mitt Romney saying, I saw my father march with Martin Luther King was just a flat out lie? And I love President Obama, but he's been into 57 states, and I think he left one out. What about Nancy Pelosi passing a bill, then you'll find out what's in it? I don't even have to repeat this one. I love Maxine, but to say we don't have a crisis at Freddie Mac and then the whole banking system crashed. And of course, Bill said he didn't have sexual relationships with that woman. I guess the definition of sex is subjective. What about John McCain? Again, talking about strong economy and then it tanks. This is an all-time classic. I can see Russia from my house. Oh my gosh. I like Joe, but when you tell a person in a wheelchair to stand up, oh gosh. Oh. I'm not even going to repeat that. It's so dumb. Oh man, I think a gay marriage should be between a man and a woman. Arnold, look up the term gay marriage. I don't know, Hillary. I thought America was already created. This is one of my all-time favorites. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me, you can't get fooled again. Oh man. saying that incest can be handled as a family matter within the family is kind of the problem, J. Dickey. Okay, Marion Barry. Outside of the killings, D.C. has one of the lowest crime rates in the country. What is legitimate rape as opposed to illegitimate rape? I'm just asking. For my scholars out there, is this even a word? Misunderestimated? I know who I am and never used it for anything. Yeah, it's my opinion, but you can see stupid in the pulpit.
I've been laying in the cut for like 3 days. They thought it was sweet and started celebrating. They ain't even peep how I was orchestrating. Raise a toast to the king, it's a special occasion.
And so this is yet another reason why you need to be careful about the type of church that you go to, even the type of preacher that you listen to. In and of itself, I am not opposed to a church having a play, a little Easter service, even with the lights and the smoke and so forth and the dancing. I don't really have a problem with that. It's just that when you do it and then why you do it, when you want to kind of, as he says, push the limits to the edge.
I want the person who feels lonely and isolated and like God doesn't care. I want them to see how amazing Jesus actually is and what God actually did for all of us. So I said, we're going to go to the edge on this. And they said, Pastor, how far on the edge are we going to go? I said, we're going to do everything short of sin. Oh, y'all, I felt the religious people, their booties got tight right there.
And therein lies the issue. How far on the edge you want to go, even to the point to where you may offend some people, or as they say, the religious people, which it makes me wonder, who does he think or who does he call the religious people? Is it the people that want to hold to the word of God, that think that there's something holy about the word of God and you don't want to kind of dumb it down? Those people, you know, the people that may think that you want to hold to a certain standard and not bring the standard down just for the sake of reaching people in the world.
I'm pretty progressive, but I'm trying to figure out why you're comparing butt sizes in a church play.
Step one, find you a baddie. Okay. But step two, she gotta have a fatty. Hey, turn some eggs. Yeah. Look back at it. Uh-oh. What is she doing? Friends, I don't have a fatty. Girl, we keep telling you it's okay. Your little booty matter too, friend. Y'all know they don't be discriminating.
James says this. He says, you adulteresses, do you not know that friendship with the world is hostility towards God?
According to you, what's the most important issue facing the nation?
Facing the nation? People too serious, man.
Do you like capitalism?
I don't know.
You don't know. And you studied business administration.
Yeah.
Do you know what capitalism is?
You can tell me more about it.
What's the difference between arteries and veins?
Arteries. Okay, veins. All right, are these things.
A vein is like, well, I know what a vein is, but it's like it's a less important.
Veins is where your blood runs, and then arteries are. Is it inside the veins, the arteries?
Okay, I think I got it. Okay, I got it. An artery brings blood to the heart, and veins take it away.
Are you worried about Benghazi?
Isn't he gonna be running against her? I don't know.
Just you know. What specifically are you looking for the next president to do?
Definitely help more with college students.
I'd like school to be paid for, because why should I have to pay for higher education?
Who came up with the 3 laws of motion?
That would be...
The 3 laws of motion.
Shit. Einstein? What did Darwin do again? Did they work together? Like Einstein and Who should I go with?
Newton?
Isaac Newton?
Yeah!
Yes? Oh my god, yeah! Awesome! Oh, God, okay. I feel good about life now.
What nations do you really admire besides this country?
Russia.
I don't want to hear this.
I do like Karl Marx because he had ideas and he wasn't afraid to express them.
Marx's ideas led to a lot of death.
Yes, they did.
When was the American Revolutionary War?
I don't know.
I remember it like it was yesterday. 1842.
1812?
Is that against England?
Maybe 1930s? Earlier than 1930s. 1830s? 1850s.
Really? I would say that's bullshit. Really? 1775?
Why is the president allowing the Iranians to nuke up?
He basically doesn't want to have a problem with them because he wants that gas. He wants the oil. And, you know, we can't just keep on getting it from Alaska because Alaska only has but so much oil.
Solve 123 divided by 5.
I don't remember how to do long division at all.
5 goes into 12. Remember being like this?
So you can go 5 times 2 and it's 10.
5 goes into 120 times, or 20 times.
This doesn't mean anything, this is just for my brain.
We're gonna play one-word challenge. I'm gonna say something, you hit me with one word. First word that pops in your head, okay?
Spitfire, you already know I'm just trying to take you higher. This coming off the dome, inspired by my man's right here with the camera phone.
And you got this pesky little 3 here.
I don't know what we do with this part, but we're 24.3 maybe?
And then 5 doesn't go into 3, so I have no idea. I'm just gonna do that. 24.2. I made it up.
And your answer is 24.6.
Look at that. You don't even need to know long division. You just multiply everything.